And what we're going to find out today is there are 12 biomechanical features in the golf swing that relate to the body. And each feature has 3 different options. So it sounds confusing at first, but we're going to see there's a chart in here, or there's many charts in here duplicated, where you get to find out which ones fit you. You can use these charts for your students as well. You don't have to figure everything out at once, even though it sounds complicated. What I mainly want you to do today is remember, or think of it this way, I'm telling a story. If you listen to the story, you like the story, you understand the story, you did a good job today. You can use this to go back and review things and study things. You know, I'm going to tape this today, and I can get a copy of that to you on a DVD at some point also, if you want to watch it over and over again, if you like the information. So you don't have to try to memorize everything today, and you don't have to try to figure out how it relates to your particular golf swing today. Okay? You know, I do workshops where we do the indoor session, and it's specifically just for information and preparation. Okay? Then at the end of that session, we create a plan for each individual student when we go out to the driving range for them to find 1 or 2 pieces of the puzzle and then just work on those things until they get them done. They're not supposed to figure everything out and go get it all done this week or next week. Okay? This is designed as a long-term plan for students to be able to become self-sufficient, or individual players to become self-sufficient. Basically, this is what I did for myself. I've never had a swing coach. I've never had to go to anybody and say, hey, help me get my swing back on track, okay? Because I understood how the biomechanics of my body worked and how they relate to the golf swing, and I could adjust. You know, even when I was hurt and I was coming back from being hurt, I could find a way to play good golf, even though I wasn't doing ideally what I would want to do biomechanically. Milton helped me get my body back in shape posturally, so in my golf swing, my posture would get better. And I'm still working on that to get that back to where it was before I was hurt. But they went a long way to helping us out there. Okay? So remember, it's just a story, and the more you understand the story, the more you can apply it for yourself later on. Okay, yeah, okay.
Brother, what do you want?
Just make sure his parking and everything is taken care of so he doesn't get towed away.
That's a good one.
Probably the most important part. Okay, so, you know, as we go through this, you know, the first part of it says discovering your biomechanics. This is a brief story about how the basic biomechanics work. When you look at the golf swing, there are properties or factors that happen in horizontal space, there are ones that happen in vertical space, and there are ones that happen in the depth, you know, dimensions. So we're working in 3-dimensional space, all right? Things that move out to the side of us, okay, that's in the horizontal department. Things that are working up the swing plane and behind us, that's the depth department. Things that are going up vertically, that's the height department. Okay? So in the golf swing, we're always trying to keep these things in balance. Okay? If you think of it this way to keep it simple, mainly depth is up the swing plane. After that, you're trying to balance your horizontals and your verticals out. Your horizontal components are the ones that fit your basic body type. So rotation, that's working around your posture. It's a horizontal influence. Okay? Verticals, what are verticals? Well, if I'm a player that has a lot of lift in the backswing, that would be a vertical. Okay? As I swing forward, if I post up on my left leg, that would be a vertical. Some players will see as they swing through the ball, they'll post up on their left leg, their release matches that post, and then from there, that right shoulder comes up really high, like Tiger's doing now. Okay? So why does Tiger have to have a high right shoulder to finish now? Because he's what we call a side-on golfer. He inherently has a lot of horizontals in his golf swing. He rotates hard, his arm swing works in a side-on manner, which is a very horizontal move. So he's got to add verticals in there so that the ball doesn't go sideways. Okay? He posts up on his left leg, that's a vertical. He gets a high right shoulder, that's a vertical. You see him do a lot of this now. As he's going through, he takes his arm and club and he rides it up the plane. That's a vertical activity. Okay? So he's trying to add verticals into his swing. All right? So think of it that way. Mainly, you're trying to balance your horizontals and your verticals when you look at the biomechanics. All right? When everything's in balance, it works out great. Okay?